Hey folks, welcome to another video here on the 67 Stang channel. So today we're going to do something a little different. It's not actually involving the old 67 Mustang here, but we're going to be working on a different car. So let's get over here and take a look at what we're doing and which car we're working on. Okay folks, so what we're going to work on is my mother-in-law's 2007 Saturn Ion. I noticed the other day that her reverse light here on the passenger side was out, so we're going to get in there and replace that bulb. So let me bring you in, show you what it's going to take, and get this done. It's a pretty easy, quick repair, nothing major. Anybody can do this thing. So let's get over here and take a look, shall we? Okay, so the first step in replacing the reverse light on this car is we've got to pull out the whole rear light bezel lens group, whatever you want to call this thing. From what I can tell, there are 3 screws that hold it in, one down here, one in the middle, and one up here at the very top. Now these are torque screws, and they appear to be a T15. So we're going to use this to just take these out and see how that goes. So, and I don't know that these have ever been out. Just make sure we keep up with these screws, because what comes out has to go back in. All 3 screws are the same, so you shouldn't have to worry about tracking which one went where. Now, with that, hopefully, this should, just slide out here. So hopefully, let me check and see what you can see here for a second. Okay, so now you can see there are the wiring clip here for this entire harness that then goes to your, let's see, I think this is the brake light, the just rear light, and then here, as you can see down here at the bottom, this is the reverse light we are looking at. Now, I am okay. Anyway, I'm going to take a moment to clean all of this up, and then we'll get into removing the bulb and getting that done. But let me clean all this stuff up first, and we'll go from there. Somebody's revving a motorcycle engine. Okay, so I've gone ahead and disconnected the whole tail light assembly from the car. You don't have to do this. I just did this to hopefully make it easier. So we want to take this socket, and you just turn it counterclockwise, and it releases, and then you just kind of gently pull it out. I say gently pull it out so that you can expose the bulb, right? And then it just pulls out of there, and I don't know if you can see that, but yes, it's definitely burned. The filament is busted, so we know that's a bad bulb, even though it doesn't show up as black. And so I'm not sure if you can see that or not on the camera, but you can see that's the bulb we need to replace. Okay, so I'm gonna go get the replacement bulb and we'll get right back at it. Okay, this may be a little bit better. You can see that filament is definitely not connected properly. So on this 2007 Saturn, I think 2006 is the same, and probably others as well. The reverse lights are a 921 Sylvania, and I'm sure others here. I'm just going back with a stock bulb, not an LED or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and put this in. It just plugs in, and we go back the other way. So again, we just take the bulb. You'll notice it's got a shape to it, kind of a linear shape. You match it up to that way in the socket, and it doesn't matter if it goes in this way or this way. As long as it lines up, we're good. And we just push it into the socket till it clicks, and then gently try to put it back in the bezel and turn it clockwise to lock it in place like it was before. There we go. Now I will reconnect it. And again, you don't have to disconnect it like I did. I just did that to make it easier. Now line the bezel up. And then put the screws back. So you want to get them all kind of started before you torque them down. Make sure they all line up. And once they all get lined up, everything's fitting right, you just tighten them back up. Now you don't have to torque the bejesus out of this. This is just plastic you're trying to hold in, and if you try to over torque, you're liable to break something. So in this case, less can be more. So there you go. We've got all 3 screws back in, and again, just you don't need them to be overly tight. Just snug enough to hold that in place. Make sure it's not going anywhere. And there we go. There you go. It's as simple as that. Very easy to replace one of these bulbs, and the same basic works for any of these tail lights, whether it's the reverse light or the turn signal or the brake light or just the rear tail light, and same on the other side as well. So very simple thing to do. Hopefully if you have to work on one of these cars, you'll find this helpful. I know it wasn't Mustang content, but sometimes we don't get to play with the fun toys. We got to do things for our family, like my mother-in-law, who is a wonderful lady, and I'm happy to help her because she's helped me and my wife out so many times throughout our married life together. So I'm happy to be returning the favor. So with that, guys, again, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I haven't mentioned in a long time, but make sure you check out our merch store. I do have several shirts and cups and mugs featuring the 67 Stang and a few other designs out there. Anything you get from there helps me with the channel and with the Mustang and whatnot. So with that, guys, thank you, and I'll see y'all in the next video.